All right, you guys, this is the Nutty Professor coming back at you guys. Yes, I am wearing glasses. I do wear corrected lenses. You guys have just always seen me in my contacts. I was gonna try to do this video without my glasses on, but it just would have been too hard to try to do this video and try to read the few of the notes that I wrote down. And so I'm sorry if there's any type of glare or any type of, whatever going on. So I'm going to talk about Donald Trump impeachment and why I think it will never happen. The main reason I think it'll never happen is not really Donald Trump's fault. I think the fault squarely lies with Hillary Rodham Clinton's campaign and the DNC and the mainstream media. And here's why I think that the reason that that Donald Trump will not be impeached is simply because of this whole Russiagate bullshit. I think if Hillary Rodham Clinton and the DNC had a clearly from the get-go said Donald Trump is running a crooked campaign, he's running a corrupt campaign, campaign finances. I think if they had just hammered away at that only and had left Russia, collusion, election hacking, had left all that confusion out of the narrative, I think the American people, including people like me, we would have probably kind of cemented ourselves around the fact that yes, Donald Trump is running a crooked campaign, and that is something that could possibly get him elected. But that's not what Mueller is investigating. That's not what Sessions recused himself for. That's not why Donald Trump is being called a Putin puppet. That's not why he's being called, a Manchurian candidate. That's not why. It's not because of the campaign financing. So whenever all these people are getting caught up in all these specifically campaign financing related charges, it bounces right off of Donald Trump. And that squarely lies in the DNC and the mainstream media. Like I said, the DNC had steered away from this whole Russia conspiracy, this whole Steele dossier, and this whole just this whole bullshit Russia narrative. I think they would have been much more successful, especially cementing the minds of the American people. But now the American people, they're confused because they've been told for 2 years that the Russians hacked the American election and that Donald Trump is only president because of the Russians. And so now when all these dices are falling, and they are only falling specifically in the campaign finance related way, and not even a whole lot of them are really even going towards the campaign finances. It's specifically towards the payoffs. Most of them are things that Manafort or Flynn did on their personal time, from personal lobbying for foreign governments or personal things that they did. Just a few of it has actually been campaign related, but I still think that the whole narrative would have been much better if they had gone strictly with Donald Trump is a crooked candidate who runs a crooked campaign, and the fact that he's associated himself with crooked and corrupt people. That's why he won, or that's what makes him unfit to be president, or that's what constitutes high crimes and misdemeanors, or whatever narrative. Because you still couldn't even say that him running a crooked campaign could have won him the election, because hell, if anything, the Hillary Rodham Clinton campaign was much more crooked, especially when it comes down to the mainstream media and Roland Martin passing all these questions and all this other little tacky shit that Donna Brazile did. But those are just some of my thoughts on this, and the fact that the fact that Donald Trump will not be impeached is really not even his own fault. It's the fault of the stupid opposition. All right, you guys.